I'm trying to show that I have a clean space, hiding the mess behind my painting. And I got my diaries. So my two most important diaries, I finally got them. This is my diary that I've been working on since 2021. Everything is written over here, like all my ideas, my plan, art journey, everything. And I finished that, which I was very proud of. And then I started with the second diary, which I'm filling now. I kind of want to talk about how I started out, what's been helping me so far, how my journey from 0 to 10k happened, how I'm getting clients from social media, basically what my goals are also for future. So let's begin with that. As a brief introduction, I'm an Indian oil painter and I have my art page called Bahaartistry, which I started back in 2020, but I started that very randomly, thinking that I also can make some aesthetic videos like people do, but I never gave it any of my energy. And the moment when I actually started working on it was when this room was getting renovated that you see behind me, and I finally got my burgundy wall and I decided now I can make some aesthetic videos. So 2022 was the year when I actually started Bahaartistry. That's when I started making all of those videos. If you scroll back onto my page, you'll find boring videos, which I see now, but you know, that's how I kind of like understood what my audience is looking for and how I can make engaging reels and how I can have that hook line, whatever it is. Now I finally have started to understand all of those things when it comes to like making reels, because everyone knows how to make them, but the fact that you have to have a reel that can catch your viewers' attention. But yeah, let's get started with the first point. When I started out, I had contacted about 20 artists, which I've talked about a lot on my social media. I'm a die-hard fan of a few international artists. Like, I love their work so much. But I contacted like 20 who I felt like were very successful. I made like all those notes. Let me show you. But this is the note. I titled it as "What did successful artists do to kickstart their business?" And I'm going to talk about every single point that I wrote over here, what I do now and what has worked for me and what I'm trying to work on, everything of that sort. So let's now, all of them, every single one of them said work on your social media, and that's something I also keep telling everyone. I tell everyone that you have to work on your social media, because I think that's the best thing that has happened to artists. Social media, that is Instagram, even YouTube, but I'm figuring out how YouTube works now, but Instagram is something that I have consistently worked on, and it has been the best asset to my journey, I would say. You're finally getting the chance to make your art visible to everyone. Just begin with it. Don't give it any other thought. There's no rule on how you can just get as many followers as you want and how much you should post and what kind of art should be there. You can make whatever you love, whatever makes your heart happy. Even if you're figuring things out, figure it out on social media. Like, that be visible to your audience. Like, they can see how you have shifted from this thing to this thing. So let that transition also be shown to your audience, because that kind of like connects with people, I feel. For example, if you're into portraits, then you start posting portraits, but then you feel like you want to do landscapes. So like, show that transition that I wanted to do this first, but now I feel like this is my niche. So be as transparent as an artist on social media, because people like that. I've seen it. People love that. People love to see your transparency. But I also feel like quantity does not count. It's about the quality, of course. Second thing that I want to talk about is post the artwork that resonates with you and show people how you're doing it right now, because as much as you practice it throughout your journey, you will of course be getting better at it, and people must see that you're getting better at your skills. Because I feel like in the Indian art market, although like realism is not the kind of art style that dominates it, as I've talked about in one of my videos on Instagram, it does in the foreign countries, but right now it doesn't. Regardless of that, realism really makes me very happy, so I paint that. I love painting realistic artwork, so trying to like make my way through the industry right here. I'm trying to find my buyers who actually love my kind of work. And every art has a buyer. I've seen that every art has a buyer. It's just that you have to find those buyers, and getting to those buyers, I feel like, is a long way, but not for everyone. Some people get there very quickly, but I feel like for me, I'm still trying to find that way. I will get there, I'm sure, but it's taking some time, and I'm happy about it. I'm just enjoying the journey a lot. Don't rush into getting a lot of followers. Initially, by the way, I did pay for some ads initially on Instagram. I wanted to get a few followers, so when I reached 1,000 followers, I wanted to like get to 1,500. So I think through 1,000 to 1,500 there was a small gap. Like, that gap I kind of filled with paying ads. You can do that if you want, because it does give you a boost. So I would not say no to Instagram ads. So system that you have to do in Instagram, that you have to mention the audience that you want. So it kind of did give me a boost. I was happy with the response as well. So you can definitely give it a try. Now I don't do it because I feel like after you reach a certain point of followers, Instagram ads can like make it a bit complicated. Instagram just understands that you're not not getting your followers organically, or trying to like buy them, so the algorithm might try to push down your account. I've heard that. I haven't tried it, that's why I never try it. I don't want to try it. I just do it all organically now. Let's now talk about how to get your client, because that's the most common question that I get. I'll just try to elaborate it as much as possible. Getting your client is not like, there's no rule book on how you can get your client. It happens very organically, it happens very naturally. So the way I got my first client also happened very naturally. I was just interacting with my followers. So I would always recommend everyone to always interact with your followers. Every single person that engages with your Instagram post, you must interact with them, you must talk to them, interact as much as possible. It's just that it builds your connection. And some people are also interacting because they kind of want to buy your art, so they want to know a little bit more about your work and you. So just be open to every single person out there. Random texting got me my very first client, because I was interacting with someone and I was talking about how, I paint this and that and whatever it is, and that's how that person decided that they wanted to commission me with my first ever commissioned artwork. So that's how I got my very first commissioned painting. Just interactions on DM, having your conversation with every single person, telling about your work to every single person out there. Random texting, random DMs, cold DMs is something that I very often do. I text every single person, I reply to every single person. I am always in touch with every single one on my DMs. Initially, relatives also help you. I don't know if that works with everyone, but word of mouth is always going to help you. Passion shows through your eyes and the way you talk. So people get to know like this person is really passionate about their work, so they also want to know a lot more about you. When you tell people how much you love your art, they also kind of like start loving it. It's kind of like a connection, like an energy exchange, I don't know, but it's just like when you're telling someone about something that you love, people also start loving it. I feel so. Show off your favorite artwork, show off your one artwork that you're really proud of. Tell people that you really love this, that how proud you are of this artwork, and it's such a good feeling. Like, well, I love painting polo players, right? So this polo painting that I made, I was so happy with it. I was so proud of it. I wanted to like show it off every single moment. I kept it right in front of my bed. I was staring at it for hours. That's how obsessed I have. Talked to every single person out there, because that's kind of something that worked for me, and that's how I'm getting my collectors, and that's how people are getting to know my works. Anyone out there can be your collector. Anyone out there, like just imagine a random person on Instagram that you're interacting with. That person could be the one to pay you a good amount of money to buy your art. Kind of excitement really keeps you going. Like, that's how you kind of like build a rhythm, and you will keep on getting your collectors after that. You will get orders. It's just a small process that you have to work on, but don't push yourself to get there. Like, don't push yourself that I want to get a client right now and stuff like that. You have to enjoy the process. Also, just try to make your page feel like your personal diary, because for me, my art page, Bahaartistry, is like my personal art diary. It's like my scrapbook. I just post everything. I'm so obsessed with my art page. I keep looking at it every single moment. Let's just imagine half the time that I'm on Instagram, I'm literally stalking my own page. That's how obsessed I am. As much as I love making art, I've also started to enjoy making content. So every content that I make, I keep rewatching it, because I feel like I have invested so much of my energy and time into it. I kind of watch it with like the point of view of the audience. So I'm like, how is this? I want to watch this video. It looks good. Okay, this part is the best part, and I just have that excitement so much for my page that I keep looking at my own work. The more you talk about your work and the more happy you feel about it, I feel like people resonate with you. Also, you will find so many supporters on Instagram. You will actually find people who really love your work, and you will just be like, that people are so sweet online. They will push you so much. I get so many people like on my Instagram DM. They push me so much. Every single artwork I post, or whatever artwork I'm about to post, everyone is motivating. Some strangers could really be your biggest motivators. So social media is like the best thing. It's just the best thing ever. Don't give it a thought. Start with your social media. I got back to this video after a couple of days. So now I've come back. I've changed into new clothes, and you're seeing like a new background. So pick up a few inspirations on your Instagram, the ones who do your kind of work. See how they post their videos and how they're getting engagement. Oftentimes when you see how they work, you get a little bit inspired and you want to do the same kind of work. And I'm not saying that you copy their reels, I'm not saying that you copy their work, not at all. It's just an inspiration. You need to have some idols for yourself so that they keep motivating you. I have a couple of favorite people on Instagram who are like my favorite artists, and I honestly watch their videos every time I feel down, every time I feel like I'm not doing well or something like that, or every time I feel like my content is just not falling in place or I'm not painting enough. So those people really give me a lot of motivation, so I always fall back on them, and it's always good to also talk to them. I have always messaged my favorite artist. If you're like worried about your career and you just want to talk about it with them, they will give you a small idea and they will give you a small amount of motivation, and that will help you. So it's like always interact, whether it's people, whether it's artists. I remember in 2024 I messaged one of them and I told them how I'm thinking that I want to kind of like go for a job. That was a year when my work had taken a dip and I was not selling a lot of paintings, I was not making a lot of paintings. Art doesn't only drain you emotionally, it also can drain you financially, and I'm very open about it because it happens. Emotionally, I was really like feeling very exhausted because of my work. I was not getting anything out of it, but my content was actually taking a spike while I was not doing my best. So my content was actually helping me stay consistent because I don't know, it was giving me a little bit of motivation. So definitely it can happen that you earn every single month. I do not agree that you never earn out of it. I feel like you will definitely earn out of it, but of course it won't be consistent, not a fixed number every single month. You will earn, but the numbers may vary. So just like be excited about it. And whenever you don't have anything to post, you can always recycle your videos, like use your old videos which worked out and post them and talk about your work. Like voiceovers really help. I think voiceovers have always helped me stay connected with my work because people really engage with voiceovers. So I talk a lot of my videos, I appear a lot of my videos because that is like a better connection. So I feel like being camera friendly always helps. So if you're someone who's starting out, might feel a little intimidated, doing that. So it's okay, it might take a little bit, like few tries, but no one really cares, no one really thinks bad about you. It's just that you have to come up online and you just have to like talk about it and beautify your people. So you showcase any of your artwork, that you have to describe what this artwork really means to you. That's something that I've started doing now. I get a lot of feedback on my Instagram. Whenever I don't do something, people come and tell me that you should be doing this. I'm very thankful to that community. You should always talk about your intention behind making that artwork, why you made that artwork. Same thing, what do you want people to feel when they see this artwork. You should always talk about that, like add a caption or talk about it through voiceover. So yeah, voiceovers, appearing in front of the camera, that really helps you boost your Instagram, I feel. If I had done that earlier, I would have I feel like I would have gotten a little quicker with my speed on my growth on Instagram, but I'm very grateful for my Instagram regardless. I have gotten maximum amount of clients. I would say 99% of my clients I have received from Instagram. It's been 3 years now since I'm working full-time. Now I want to talk about how you must definitely go for online exhibitions. I meant offline exhibitions. I do not feel online exhibitions do anything for you unless you're exhibiting your work with a very prestigious company, or if it's a very prestigious company that you're working with, then that's a different thing. But if you're like thinking of going with any online exhibition, then that's just a waste of money and just a waste of time. It doesn't, in my opinion, I don't know about others, but I don't think it really makes any difference. I don't like going for that. I think the best you can do is always go for offline exhibitions. I have never done solo exhibitions, so I'm still trying to like learn how to get to that point, because so far I just don't know how to get there. But I do know that group exhibitions is a really good option for you guys. A group exhibition is the best thing that you can do. I have had like 3 group exhibitions so far. I think I'm gonna have my 4th one, I think next month, depending on my project. I'm hoping it gets so Instagram is like a place where you can find anyone. So just type art curators on Instagram and you'll find a bunch of art curators over there. Now you have to be quite choosy about whom you go with, but initially it's okay if you go with anyone. What really matters is your exposure, your networking, and how you talk to people, how you present your work to people. I think that's kind of something that you should definitely think about initially, because I really enjoy group exhibitions, honestly, because I feel like it really matters where the group exhibitions are happening. Always choose the ones which have a great footfall. Like, you may even visit the gallery yourself, see how many people visit that gallery. If there are foreigners, that's a great thing, because foreigners really like investing in art. Also, like, I've liked all of those galleries, but only one gallery has been my favorite. It's actually the Lokayat Art Gallery, which is like my favorite gallery, because I've seen amazing footfall there, and I feel like a lot of good, like, I don't know, just the vibe of that place is really nice. So I'm exhibiting my work next month over there only. I hope I get to showcase this one. If not, then you'll see one of these just like hanging there. But yeah, Lokayat Art Gallery is one of my favorite galleries. There are some really prestigious galleries out there, and I'm trying to target them. I haven't really found my way yet, you know. Honestly, this YouTube video is mostly about how I have gotten to this part of my life, like this part of my career, and how I'm planning to like go ahead, because there are so many things that I still need to do, and I'm really like going a bit slow with that. Go for offline galleries, connect with the curators and where they're exhibiting their work, who are the chief guests coming, what kind of media is going to be there. Just choose, don't think about it, and go for it. It's all about experience. I think the first time is a good experience, so you should always go for it. It's really great. Let's come to another point. Have your portfolio. So for the first 2 years I never had any portfolio. I just made one. It's an online portfolio, and categorized my paintings. For example, this is basically landscape painting, landscape painting, landscape painting. This is street view painting, street view, street view, polar painting, polar painting, polar painting. I categorize them into different sections, and I've portrayed, like, showcased the best of my works. I love this painting a lot. I feel like it's one of my best works. I have showcased this one. I love this painting. Shown my Tokyo painting. Favorite painting till date. You get a lot of templates on Canva. They're free. You just like go and just create your portfolio. I think that's the best thing that you can do. When you get a bit of attention on social media, people start noticing your work. I want to really badly create my website. I'm working on that. So if you get the chance to create your websites, always just like go for it, create your website. And now have your business cards ready, have your portfolio ready. If you feel like there's any person on Instagram who's interested in art, pitch to them, let them know you exist. If you ever find someone who even comments about art, reach out to them, text them, keep emailing to a lot of people. I've started doing that lately. If you contact 20 people, at least one will definitely reply. That is actually a true thing. It's literally a game of surprise. You have nothing to lose, honestly. You have nothing to lose. Today could be the day when I get very solid project, really amazing brand deal, or any day could be a surprise day. How exciting is that, to keep thinking that any day could be like the best day. Okay, lastly, there are a lot of websites online like Saatchi Art, Etsy. I really don't have a lot of opinion on it, because maybe I'm not really giving it a lot of try. I mean, I've seen a lot of people try it out and it works for some people, but for me it hasn't. A lot of people had suggested me, like these 20 people who had contacted, they had recommended going on Facebook groups, which I haven't tried. Instagram is always there. You have threads. Threads could be a great place, because someone is always coming over there and asking if someone sells artworks. So always keep going on Threads. I think Threads is a great app. People always recommend me places like Art Finder, Etsy and Saatchi Art. I haven't really tried those, so I cannot really give you an opinion on it, but I think it's something, if you have tried, you can just like let me know. So when it comes to commissions, pricing and commissions is a very subjective thing. No one out there is the perfect person to tell you how much your painting should cost. It's actually only you. Also, it would also really help me. Someone asks for your prices, set a standard price which you think that you really deserve, that's completely according to you. For example, if I was starting out, I feel like what I could have done is I could just tell everyone that this is my starting price. For example, 7,000 rupees is the starting price, and you can always have a price list, considering how people, or even I would have thought, everyone judges through your profiles. So don't really worry that people are not going to pay you anything. Be relaxed about it. Have a starting price. Let people know that these are the sizes that you paint on, and have a price for all those sizes, so that it doesn't confuse anyone. So they can just judge on their own and let you know that, okay, this price fits with my budget and this size is also okay. If they want to go for a higher, like a bigger size, you can always switch the price a little bit and let them know that, okay, now that the size is bigger, I will charge you this much. You just keep learning with every conversation that you have with every person out there.
About everything: social media, online gallery, and that offline gallery, promoting your work, having a website. So you will figure out your target audience as well. Always group exhibitions are great. Social media is a must. And
now let's categorize everything once again. Create your online presence. That means Instagram. Instagram is connected with Facebook, so you can always, like, it's an automatic thing. It goes hand in hand. Thirdly, daily posting is not necessary. Quality posting really matters. Have a hook line, show your artwork in the best way possible, but in a way that you would like to see as an audience. Make yourself happy by making your kind of content. So always describe your art, talk about your art, what that art means to you, what was your intention behind that artwork. Keep reaching out to people, pitching to people through DMs, through emails. Let everyone know that you exist, that you will work for them. If you can make a website, I think that'll be great. I'm still working on it, so website is always there. Have your portfolio ready. Give the best artworks to your people. Show your best of your artworks to the people that you can. Get your business cards ready. Whenever you meet someone, throw your business card. You need to show your business card. They will always remember you. They will always remember you. Offline exhibitions, attend, participate in as many as you can. It's great for exposure, it's great for learning. Treat your Instagram page like your little diary. Talk about what you're doing in the day, how you're planning your day, what are you painting, and paint what you feel is good. Paint what resonates with you. Do not pick out paintings from Instagram and copy them and try to sell them. Try to make your own original concepts and basically just chase work. Do not chase money. Even your first client is a big win. Just liberate your talent, be excited about it, get to but I still am looking for a lot, and I think YouTube is also a great space, so I'm really happy to come here. If I missed any point, I will talk about it on my I'll just mention it on my in the description box. So yes, if any of you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys like this video, and I hope I could give you some insights, even if I'm not, just I'm myself learning, guys. So if you have any points to yourself that has worked out for you, you can just let me know, let everyone know in the comments, and we can just help ourselves as artists. If you collector who happens to watch this video, you can always see my Instagram, because that's my only portfolio. And I hope you like this video, and I will definitely come again with a new video. It's gonna be so difficult managing Instagram and YouTube now, but I will try my best, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.